So I've been thinking about people who are employed. How can you become indispensable? I know it's not very possible for someone to become totally indispensable, but you can actually work towards making it so difficult for your boss to release you. It's doable. And you see, on the flip side, we say how to fire your boss. That means you work until it's you who will say, enough is enough. I need to get out of this company. How can you work towards that? I'll give you a few points on how you can work towards that. Number one is be the expert. If you want to work towards being indispensable, be the expert in the area that you're working in. In other words, no one can do your job better than you. That is so possible. You grow your knowledge, you grow your skill in a manner that when you touch it, it's magic. You can work towards that. Number two, apply the 2 miles principle. The 2 mile principle was actually a Jesus Christ principle. He said in the records of Matthew, if a man asks you to go 1 mile, take him 2 miles. In other words, when you are asked to do something, put an extra effort towards it. The extra mile principle is what differentiates you from mediocrity. If you can do extra of what you've been asked to do, you become so indispensable because you are not pushed, you are self-driven. So if you want to grow towards indispensability, make sure that you apply the 2 mile principle. And by the way, people are not promoted for doing what they were asked to do. They are promoted for doing extra of what they were asked to do. And that is exactly what people do to become indispensable. Number 3 is make your boss shine. You can never fight with your boss. The moment you launch a battle with your boss or your supervisor, you are fighting to fail. You can never win a battle against your boss. And I normally say, choose your battles wisely. You don't have to launch a battle that you don't really need. Your co-workers can fight you and you launch a battle and all that. But when it comes to your seniors, your boss, your supervisors, don't wage war against them. Just do your part. You'll shine without waging war. Number 5 is offer solutions and avoid exposing problems all the time. The moment your boss realizes that you're the person who talks about problems, challenges, and things are not working, you are going to be dispensable. But if you are that kind of person who provides solutions even when problems are glaring, your demand increases in that organization. And the other thing is avoid the wrong camps. One of the things that make people so easily dispensable is when they camp or when they choose wrong camps, when they make friends with the wrong characters at work. The moment you realize that the people that you work together with are on the red books of the company, start dislodging yourself from that company. Choose your camps wisely. You'd rather be a lone ranger than be in the camp of the unwanted. Number 7 is be a team player and avoid unnecessary competition. One of the things that make people dispensed, released, and lose their position easily is when they engage in unnecessary competition. The moment you realize you're competing instead of complimenting your colleagues, then you are not winning the game. You are actually losing the game. Team players are always needed in organization more than people who compete unnecessarily. Number 8, be a leader without portfolio. You don't have to be given the position or a title to become a leader. A leader is someone who shows the way, who leads the way. You can lead from the front without portfolio. You don't have to wait until you're given a title to be a leader. So the moment you realize there's a gap, if you want to be indispensable, always provide leadership, always show the way, always be the one guiding people on what to do. You don't need a position, a title, or portfolio to become a leader. Number 9, maintain a positive attitude even when you are provoked. One of the things that you realize that will help you, of course, there are people who do some calculations and say positive attitude is 100% and others' knowledge and skill and all that are less. And it's true, attitude is what will make you remain in positions of influence and even indispensability. If you can maintain a positive attitude, either towards your boss, towards your colleagues, towards the customers, towards even the work itself. Maintain a positive attitude and you will become indispensable. Number 10, be reliable, dependable, and trustworthy. A reliable person is someone who is available when need be. When you are required to be in a place of work, you are reliable. When they need you to fix something, you are available. That availability is what makes you reliable. So be reliable and available. The other thing is be dependable. That we depended on you to fix something. You did not fail us. You were there when you needed you. So dependability is very important. Your colleagues can depend on you. Your seniors can depend on you. The entire company can depend on you. If you are dependable, you are going to be indispensable. But very most importantly, be honest. Being honest is very important. Giving honest answers even when you know you are losing something, honesty will save you. You know, when you're honest, people may use your honesty to destroy you or to fight you. But honesty may take time to be proven. But when it is proven, you will win the battle. Dishonest people seem to find their way with their words and to win people around them. But dishonesty will always be exposed. Forever be honest, even before the king. And finally, learn to interpret the dream of your boss. You see, I learned a lot from Joseph. Joseph moved right from the prison to become a prime minister. Do you know why? He was able to interpret the dream of the king. You are in that position to interpret the dream of your boss. He has a dream or she has a dream. She can see where the company is going or he can see where the company is going. And the reason why he or she brought you to that company is to help him or her interpret that dream. So if you can interpret the dream, interpret the vision, interpret what is in their mind and bring it to reality, then that is what an employer is always looking for. Interpret that dream. How best can you interpret it? And interpretation is not just telling what they want to do. Joseph told the king of Egypt what he needed to know, but he also gave him an application of what can be done or what should be done. You know what Joseph told him? He told him, yeah, this is the interpretation of the dreams, 7 years of harvest, 7 years of famine. But the king needs to look for men of wisdom who can save the harvest during the days of harvest, so that in the days of famine, there will be enough food. That was the application. And that is what I call interpretation of dream. Interpreting dream is not just telling it, it's knowing what to do when you know what should be done. And that is how you become indispensable in your workplace.